Hello everyone and welcome to Cafe Rouge Chapter 5. And we're gonna find out who's following us. Let's go. I could hear them, coming closer and closer, louder and louder. Every once in a while I looked over my shoulder, glancing cautiously at my surroundings. I sped up my pace. Okay, time to enter on the password, which is puppet 870. And there we go. A hand covered my mouth completely. In my quick thinking, I jerked my knee up behind me. It hit him square in the nuts. He recoiled in pain, releasing me, and I made a run for it down the streets. That's what you get! Kidnapper? I could hear them right behind me. How come I couldn't see them? It was so strange. I could have sworn they would be right. Oh god, this scared me. Like, everything in me just, like, tensed up. Or I had, like, partial heart attack or something like that, whatever. But it scared me. That's all you need to know. Suddenly something hit me on the head. I could feel myself falling to the ground. Everything went black. This was the end. Oh. Skip that shit. Okay, maybe it's because my directional shit. Oh my god, I knew that my directions, my inability to do directions would do this to me. Hit him square in the nuts. I hate you so much. It scares me so badly. Every time I know it's gonna happen, and I'm just like... Puppet. It's 70. You whore. Yeah, whatever. Square in the nuts. Oh my, for the love of chicken nugget babies. Is that just how it's gonna go all the time? Am I, like, screwed? Or is it just because of my inability to freaking... Oh my god. Shut up. Oh my god. I wish I knew where I was going, but I don't. I really don't. I want to cry just a little bit, because I don't know where I'm going, and maybe I never will. Right down, left down. I fumbled through my pockets, getting out the keys. I had to, just to let you know, because it's pretty dang obvious, I had to go look at comments of this freaking thing, so... Yeah. I fumbled through my pockets, getting out the keys. Once I was locked inside my own room, I felt I would feel safe. With butcher knife in hand. Even though I couldn't hear them anymore. Surely they're all gone now, but I didn't want to take any stupid chances. Another day of school, huh? My hands reached over to my bedside table. Eh? Where's my necklace? I searched my bed, my desk, under the bed, under the desk, the entire room. This can't be happening. Where's my heart pendant? Did I leave it at the cafe? What if I dropped it last night while running? I crawled out from under my desk only to hit myself against a hardwood piece of furniture. Ow. Ugh. I couldn't worry about it now. I needed to head to school. Hopefully nothing else will attempt to grab me. This is why going out at night is so bad. Okay, another day of work, huh? Hopefully I can find my necklace. Great. I hate these directions. Oh. Jeez. What will the events give to me now? Or whatever. The kitchen was empty except for Aldo and I, and the hundreds of unclean dishes and pans stacked up in a heavy pile in the far corner. Hello, Aldo. Buenas tardes, señorita. He's Spanish now? When I butchered that so bad, it's not even funny. Can I help with anything today? He paused, setting down the kitchen knife. Looking around the counter, he scratched his noggin. Well, I'm missing some ingredients. Vegetable oil, butter. Could you go get them? Oh, crap. I should clean those dang dishes, 'cause that's disgusting. Yes, sir. Oops, I wasn't paying attention. I ran into the kitchen cabinets, opening them one by one. Weird. Where is the vegetable oil? Why is the kitchen so messy? At last I found it. Got it, Aldo. Bravo! Bravoismo. Can you put it here? I placed it next to the stove. With nothing else to do, I looked over Aldo's shoulder. By the way, Aldo, what are you doing? Just, cooking. Yes, cooking. Nothing else, just cooking. His voice was a little off. Strange, why was Aldo acting like this? Is he trying to hide something? Moments later, the kitchen door creaked open. Diane stepped inside. Can anyone give me a hand on stage? Just one person's enough. I eagerly volunteered. I can. Thank you, darling. My fingers fumbled with the whirring of the microphone system. Could you, repeat that again, Diane? I'm still confused. Oh, don't worry. Here, let me show you. Tomorrow night was one of the rare nights the cafe hosted a jazz show. A big name band's coming over for a performance here on Cafe Rouge's stage. Dan wanted me to help her set up the electrical equipment. There, perfect. Testing. My voice echoed throughout the dining hall and stage area. Yep, the microphones were working now. Oh, I forgot one more thing. We need some corks. Gotta fix some table legs. Could you go look for some in Anthony's office? Sure. But maybe Chris has some too at the bar. After all, he is a bartender. He must have some leftover corks from all the wine bottles he's opened. She said to ask Anthony, but I could ask Chris. But she said to ask Anthony, and I really want to talk to Anthony because I haven't talked to him in a while. So let's go. To my surprise, Anthony was standing right outside the kitchen in the lobby. Hello, Miss Black. Hello, Diane wanted to know if you had any corks. He raised a brow. Corks? No, I don't think I have any of the sort. Oh, alright. I have to go back empty-handed then. Speaking of which, what was he doing out here in the pasture? Sorry for the bother. I'll be on my way then. He chuckled, heading toward the kitchen. Not at all, actually. The kitchen door shut with a definite thud. Chris! Silence stretched across the room and bar counter. Was Chris really not here? I waited another 5 to 10 minutes. Dang, that's long. Guess I'll go back empty-handed then. Sorry, Diane, I couldn't get any. Oh, well, I guess the customers can survive with uneven tables. It's fine, dear. She patted my shoulder reassuringly. Didn't even get to talk to Anthony for, an actual conversation. I am so disappointed. Let's have a toast. I'll get the drinks. To a job well done. Hours passed. Diane and I continued to work on stage, preparing the tech equipment. Could you bring the empty glasses to the bar? Chris can clean them. Oh, sure. But Chris wasn't at the bar. Well, maybe I could just leave them there and let them deal with it tomorrow. I hear dogs barking like there's no tomorrow. Arriving at the bar, I smiled in quiet surprise at who arrived. Chris! Oh, Oh, Isis. He was cleaning the bar counter with a rather greasy-looking towel. That's gross. How are you? Didn't see you all day today yet. No, you should visit the bar more often. I'm here all day, every day. Huh? All day? No, it couldn't be. I waited for a long while and he didn't come. Oh, really? Strange. I didn't see you earlier when I came. Chris blinked. Of course I was, Isis. I must have been at the bathroom that time, so you might have missed me. Taking the well-needed shit. Oh, I see. Chris continued to smile. I set the empty glasses on the counter. Diane asked me to bring over these to clean. Oh, wait, that was her. Diane asked me to bring over these to clean. Sure, just leave them. I'm beginning to wonder if she can't see them because she lost her pendant. Everybody's just disappearing. Chris set the towel aside, taking the glasses one by one. Oh, and Aldo called for you. Not sure what he wanted, though. Could you go to the kitchen? That's where he said for you to go. Oh, okay. As I walked away, I couldn't help but look back. I could have sworn he came just now. Making my way to the kitchen, I waved my hands to my two co-workers. Hi, Diane. Adeline. Hello. Pleasant to see you again. Did you drop off the glasses? Yep, and now Aldo needs me. Oh, pish posh, you're always in the kitchen. I'll go help Aldo instead. Oh, it's really okay, Adeline. I'm glad to. Nonsense. By all means, let me. You should help Diane with the tables. I heard you've been a huge help. Patting my head, Adeline smiled as she walked off. She really is such a sweetheart, isn't she? Yeah, Adeline's really nice. Unlike Candace. Speaking of which, where is she? By the way, Dan, where's Somebody exploded. Diane and I exchanged stupefied looks. We were both paralyzed for a full minute. I would have jumped. I would have flinched so bad. Like when my friend's dog barked near my face when I was just petting him. I jumped I didn't jump. I flinched so bad she laughed at me. Which is pretty laughable because that was a terrible flinch. At last our eyes blinked and we felt our lungs breathing again. What was that? Sounds like it came from the kitchen. Our eyes met mine one last time. We headed to the kitchen. Some of the sentences are really awkward. Hello, Aldo? The stove was on fire and the smoke everywhere. Oh, jeez. Diane quickly found the fire extinguisher, putting out the smoldering flames. All was quiet. Dan was right beside me now. Is Aldo a cannibal? Eating his fellow vampires? Dan was right beside me now. Gasping, she screamed. Following her line of vision, I stepped back in horror. Whoa! What the hell? Adeline! Errol! I covered my mouth, staring at the two bodies. I was about to faint from the familiar scent of resting salt. Adeline was badly burnt, and Errol was sitting upright with a long butcher knife through his chest, both still and dead. Oh God, we need to call the police now. Nodding, my shaking fingers fumbled into my pocket, pulling out my cell. 911? No, give it to me, dear, let me. I handed her the phone. Soon after, Diane dialed. She was rambling into the phone too fast for me to keep up. I looked away, trying not to grow faint. There was nothing for me to do but wait. Whoa, shit just hit the fan. Like, for reals this time. Everyone was gathered in the dining hall. Anthony was talking to the police outside while we were all gathering here away from the crime scene. Diane comforted me, wrapping me in her arms. A few times I was on the verge of tears. It was all too horrifying. Damien sat alone, his back to us all. Aldo was shaking, but I wasn't sure why. I'm suspicious of you, Aldo. Candace sat not too far from us, quiet in her own surprise. And Chris paced along the checkered floor back and forth with a troubled look carved on his face. This better not be the figure out who's the criminal. Was it Chris? Because he wasn't there where he was supposed to be. Or was it Aldo? Because he was in the kitchen this entire time. Or was it Candace? That bitch. It wasn't before long the familiar echoes of footsteps reached the dining hall. We looked up to see Anthony walk toward us. So, Errol lost his sanity due to his depletion in blood attacking Adeline, who used a knife in self-defense against Errol. In her misfortune, the oven exploded, knocking her unconscious and burning her to death, while leaving Errol bleeding to death with a knife in his chest, a tragic accident of 2 innocent lives. Or so the police report rules. His eyes narrowed, pointing an accusing look at Damien. You're all dismissed for today. Anthony's footsteps echoed throughout as he left. None of us moved. We all knew it wasn't an accident. Looking around the room, suspicion grew as we all exchanged accusing glances with one another. Someone here was a murderer, and that someone was here today at this cafe. But who and why? Because for shit's sake, it wasn't me. I was still shaken, and the cold night air didn't help at all. There was one person I wanted right now, and I was searching through my cell phone contacts for his name right now. Oh my Jesus. Hello, Isis? Hey, Val. Isis, hey, what's up? Did you just finish your shift? No words came out of my mouth. Hello, Isis? Yeah. My lips quivered, and the tears suddenly poured from my eyes out of control. Val could probably hear my sniffling. Isis, what's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. Don't be a crybaby, okay? It's nothing. Just something scared. Take deep breaths. I can't understand you, Isis. Just keep breathing. I'm here, okay? I nodded, though he couldn't see. You want to come over to talk about it? Go home. Go over. Go home. Or go over. I kinda just want to go home. Kinda just want to go home. I'm sorry, Valen, but for this once, I want to go home. No, I just had a bad day at work. I should really go home. Oh, okay. Val? Yeah? I gulped, not sure how to say it. I'm sorry. I lost your necklace. The gold harp necklace. Sorry. You're not crying over something like that, are you? No, it's something else. Do you really care so much about it? Of course! Man, I've been freaking out about it this morning. Of course. I mean, you gave it to me. It was something from you, Val. For a long moment, I heard nothing. Val? Yeah, sorry. Do you really care that much about it? Oh, Val, you shouldn't have to get another one. No, I will, for you. But where did you even buy it? I didn't. A blonde salesgirl was selling them on the streets. It had your initials, so... There was a long moment of silence, except for my sniffling. I'll find it, I promise. Isis? Yeah? Just breathe and get home safely. Don't be afraid to call. He hung up. Wiping my eyes, I took a deep breath, calming down. Everything would be alright. After all, Val's with me. I had a nightmare last night, a very scary one. I couldn't remember what it was about, but it left my chest with a heavy ache. Just need some good sleep, maybe a little bit of wine, or vodka, or all the alcohol. All the alcohol. School ended. I know where I needed to go, but I really didn't want to. Was it fear? Was it my cowardice? Well, I couldn't run forever. Definitely can't, especially when there's a mystery to be solved. And I went the wrong way again. None of it made sense. Adeline and Arrow were two decent employees working at the cafe. They had no enemies at the cafe, so why would the murderer kill those two? Unless... Then it dawned on me. What if the murderer didn't mean to kill those two? What if the stalker following the night before was related to this? What if the murderer was actually trying to kill me instead? I needed to investigate. Aldo, you're on my list. You son of a bitch. I'm gonna go talk to Diane. Hi, Diane. Hello, dear. Their face was grim and gloomy. She was probably still mourning. Diane. Where were the other people during the accident? You were with me, but do you have any idea? I'm not sure. Aldo acted strangely. He's always in the kitchen, and yet yesterday he was gone. Errol was at Anthony's office, and since the kitchen's connected to the cafe, well... It's just so terrible. Those two were barely a century old. They had so much ahead of them, those young vampires. Yeah. Okay. Let's look for other people. Oh. Okay. Let's go talk to Chris. Chris? I entered the empty room. Nobody was here and I was all alone. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary except for the smell of something very oily.
You're on my list too, Chris.
Isis. Hey, sorry, was at the restroom. He walked over behind the bar. How can I help? What can I do to help you? I was actually wondering, do you know anything about yesterday's accident?
Sherlock Holmes on the case.
Chris paused in the middle of wiping a glass, perking up his brow. Suddenly started laughing. Playing detective now, are we? Well, I'm just trying to help. Well, I'll tell you what I know. The last person Errol was seen with was Damien. They seem to have a fight over some money issue. If you ask me, this isn't the first time Damien got upset over his poker games. As for Adeline, well, I'm not too sure on what happened with her. Aldo must have had another oven malfunction. Her death might have been the real accident. Alright then. Of course, Damien seemed a likely suspect. He never really liked me, so what if he tried to? I should go ask other people. Let's talk to Candace first. I opened the cafe door. The little blonde was outside wiping the tables. Of course, it would be very awkward, but I just had to ask. Meekly, I stepped toward her. Is there something you need? I was just wondering, on yesterday's accident, did you notice anything strange? And where was she the whole time? No, not particularly. Well, everybody was doing the usual, I was at the lobby counting the cash. They probably didn't see me when I ducked down behind the glass, but after Aldo left the kitchen and out he went. He didn't come back for a few hours, and then Errol went to the kitchen a second time, probably to talk to the boss. But then Aldo came back in, and he was holding some sort of bundle, like a small blanket bundle. But what about Damien? She pricked up her brows at my question. Damien's innocent, at least I'm pretty sure. I didn't see him all day, but I didn't see Diane or Chris either. But how could you be sure? I can't. Candace turned her back to me, not saying any more. I should go ask some other people. You just like him. 'Cause you want to get in his pants. I'm just kidding. It's freaking Candace. I walked up to the stage, hesitant. Damien's back was to me, and there was a strange strain on his vest. Wait, was that blood? Noticing my presence, he turned around. Hello. I only have one question. Where were you during yesterday's kitchen accident? He stared at me, appalled. You think I did it? Who else would? You obviously don't like me. True, I don't like you, but why in the world would you? He stopped, and suddenly started laughing. Oh, so you think I was trying to kill you? Ha, do you know how self-centered you sound right now?
Bitch, I was being stalked. I think it was the other night. I'm going to fucking find whoever was stalking me, and I'm going to hurt them. I'm going to hurt them.
And hey, I'm not self-centered, man. Shit's been going down. People been giving me looks. Somebody tried to touch up on my lady lumps. Not really. They're more like they tried to murder me. And I was the one who was called anyways to go to the kitchen, so yeah. Just answer my question. If anybody, you should be asking Aldo that question. Aldo wasn't in the kitchen, his kitchen, when it happened. Damien shot me a glare before he turned tail and left. I needed to investigate. Aldo! I should talk with Aldo last. He might give me something to do that'll take up the majority of my time in the kitchen. Wait, so who did I talk to? I talked to Candace, talked to Damon, talked to Chris, talked to Diane. Okay, I guess we're finished. I entered the kitchen. Aldo was where he usually was, and the bloody scene from yesterday gone, cleaned up spotless. Lorem, Miss Isis. Hello, Aldo. The silence was really awkward. Everybody thinks it's my fault that I'm Aldo, a murderer. Looking at his face, I could see no trace of ill intent of any kind. You didn't kill anybody, Aldo. What? I don't see what you could have gained. You're just an honest chef, passionate about his passion cuisine. Returning to his old self, Aldo grinned, ruffling my hair. He patted my shoulder like a heavy burden was lifted from him. Still, I couldn't help but feel he was hiding something.
I know that you know, Aldo, so you better tell me what it is.
Let's forget about it. We must make cuisines today. Cannoli for tonight. Cannoli? Yes, now quick before cream goes bad. We must bake. No! No! I hate doing this. That one. Not that one. Not that one. This one. What about that? Nope. That? Yeah. This. Some of that. And last but not least. Ugh. Move your mouse. Gross, those eggs haven't been broken yet. Oh, okay, we're good. Click the ends of the dough to knead. Done. Oh, crap. Time to whip out the calculator. $22 plus $177 equals $400. Shit. Click to stuff cream. I didn't cook it. Alright, here we go again. That ball of sludge with that one. A little bit of that. Put some of that. Put a little bit of that. And top it off. Okay, and do this. Pretty gross seeing as those eggs don't get stirred in at all. Done. Knead the dough. Dang it. Okay. It's not fair. That clock goes really fast. I can't solve anything that fast. Gonna stuff it. Put all of the cream in it. All of the cream. Yeah, they look like burritos. Yay! Before I knew it, work ended. The jazz night was postponed to a few days later. Nothing other than the usual happened. I was just about to leave for home when a familiar figure turned around the corner. Val! Hey. He smiled, taking my hand. Do you want to stay over for a bit before you go? That sounds great. I closed my bedroom door behind us. It'd be nice to hang out with Valen again. We rarely do. And make babies. You gotta help me with this calculus crap. I swear I'm gonna fail again. I didn't take calculus because I suck in math. As is example from the fact that I can't do 3-digit addition. Spreading ourselves out on the floor, I tutored Valen for the next hour or two. So you understand now? Yeah. Thanks, Isis. But now we were both plopped on my bed. Homework was finished and we had nothing to do other than chat. I'm thirsty. Okay, I'll go get water. No, stay, please. He tugged on my sleeve. I blinked, not sure what he was talking about. Val? His eyes lowered. Val leaned down, moving himself closer to me. I gasped and arched my back as he licked my neck.
Oh my god, they're gonna make babies.
Val, what are you? Trust me. Could he not hear the pulse increasing in my veins? My neck burned, his nose nuzzled against my skin, and his breath came in slowly. If you even freaking dare bite me, I swear I will punch you in the nuts. Exhaling on the base of my neck, Valen lowered my body down on the bed.
Making all of the babies.
Don't move. How could I? My body shivered. I couldn't concentrate on anything except for the hot breath
on my skin and the fingers brushing against my neck.
I have to be creepy for this because this is a very creepy situation. Not really, but I want to make it creepy.
Trapping me underneath him. How could I have given in so easily? You smell so sweet.
His lips murmured into my ear. Not able to form any articulate syllable, I could only watch as he pressed his nose to my skin, taking in my scent. At last, he opened his jaw. I could see the glint of his fangs from the moonlight.
Bite me and I'm going to punch you in the nuts, I swear, to the heavenly gods and those beneath.
Isis. I flinched at the sudden pain. He pierced my flesh, sinking his 2 sharp fangs into me. I could feel something spread into my neck, calming my adrenaline and replacing it with a feeling of high ecstasy. Moaning, I wanted more. Val, more. At my words, Valen grabbed my hand. He indulged himself, lifting up my neck with his other hand. Licking. I can feel the tip of his tongue as he brushed lightly against my skin. It felt so wonderful. The familiar stench of rusting salt reached my nostrils, but this was diminished by the sweet feeling of bliss beneath my skin. Val is eating me, and now I'm sad. You son of a bitch. I was losing energy from the blood loss, not that I cared at the moment. Slowly, I felt my consciousness leave me as I was enveloped in black euphoria. Isis! God! Oh, God damn it, I'm sorry! Please wake up, please! Everything looked so blurry, so dark. Eventually, the color came back into my vision, and so did the light. Oh, thank God, you worried me sick, Isis. I was laying on the bed, drained. Literally.
He sucked the life out of me. Son of a bitch.
You seriously? Frickin' Valentino? You deserve the kick in the balls that you got in the beginning. What happened? I drank too much. I'm so sorry. There was a funny taste in my mouth, a familiar taste of medicine. Did you give me? Yeah, I gave you some of your pills. Yes, that's right. The medication prescription medicine I ate whenever I had anemic attacks of hypoglycemia. Wait, Valen? Yeah. Where did you get those pills? His face froze. The only place I got those pills were either at the hospital or at the nurse's office. Only the doctor or the nurse had them. How did you get those pills? Val gulped. He looked away, avoiding my face. I should go home. Scrambling on my bedroom floor, he grabbed his homework and backpack.
You suspicious son of a bitch.
Without giving me enough time to say goodbye, he left through my door. First, I'd have to deal with murderer in the workplace. And this son of a bitch freaking... I sat on my bed reminiscing. I had so many questions in my head unanswered. It left me frustrated and miserable. Isis? Excuse me. There was a knock on my door. It was Dad. Yeah? Come to the living room. We'd like to speak with you.
I heard you attempting to make babies. We need to talk about this.
Mom and Dad sat on the living room couch, their faces stonic and cold.
Hey, douchebag 1 and douchebag 2.
We quit. What? What do you mean? You quit your jobs? It's been 16 years and we're done. We're sending you back to that woman.
Oh, so this is how it is.
What were they talking about? I didn't understand. You know, you're adopted. Just drop the bomb! Drop it. Drop it right there, in my face. You guys were douches anyways. I'm glad I'm adopted. And we've spent enough years raising you. It's not worth the money anymore, and my wife and I want our lives back. What are you talking about? You know, you're not normal. That's why we're sending you back. You're not us. And frankly, we've had enough playing your parents now. What are you talking about? What do you mean I'm not like you? What am I? Mom and Dad exchanged glances.
You're a vampire, my dear.
Sighing, Dad responded, "We don't know."
You're a monster. You're Nosferatu.
Or Nosferatu, whatever the frick you pronounce it.
We don't know. Silence filled the gravity of the room of the situation.
I'm still glad I'm adopted.
Were they really doing this to me? I couldn't understand. And you couldn't find it in your heart to love me as your own child, despite being adopted? And despite being different? The guilt was painted clearly on their face, but it was overshadowed by something.
You feel that guilt. You feel it in your very essence, your soul. And be crushed by it, you sons of a bitches. You guys suck anyways.
By fear.
You fear me. You will fear everything.
They weren't sorry for me. They were sorry for themselves.
You guys fucking suck. You guys fucking suck and I hate you. I hope the vampires get you and they eat you. I hope the person who is stalking me eats you because you suck ass.
In a few days you'll be moving out. That woman will take you back into her care. What woman? You'll know soon enough.
Princess Elshimelefootable.
I looked down, trying to take it all in, but failing. May I be excused to go to my room? Why do you even have to ask?
Just go.
Yes, we're finished saying what we have to say.
I will murder you.
Start packing soon.
I will murder the both of you. With a pillow and a spoon of pudding.
I locked the door behind me. Alone, I ran to my bed. I cried silent tears. Please let this be a nightmare. But no matter how much I wished, I couldn't wake up from this horrible reality. As fatigue finally took me over, I cried myself to sleep. And that is the end of chapter 5. On to chapter 6, where we find out what the hell is really going on. And are we really the princess of Shmalafalabala? Because I can't think of a word that sounds like anything. So let me write down the password. Alrighty dighty then. I'll see you guys in chapter 6. Chapter 6.
Bye.